Good morning, beekeepers, or people kept by bees. I think they got it backwards. It's people kept by bees. It's not really beekeepers. We don't really keep the bees. They decide what's going on. They decide what they're doing and where we're going from that. So these are my hives. This is my farm trailer. And there's 8 hives on here. There's a lot of bees. There's a few different kinds of hives. I'm really leaning towards insulated hives because I'm in New Hampshire. And another thing I want to talk about is technology in beekeeping. So these are little thermometer hygrometers that hook to an app on your phone. These particular ones are by Inkbird, and they're small enough to fit in between panels, in between foundation panels. I put mine right over the top of the brood nest on the second box up. That way they're all in a consistent place. I mean, ideally you'd like to have them in the center of the brood to hear the brood, to know the brood temperature, but as long as they're all in a consistent place, that gives you a good idea of what's going on inside the hives. I love these because I can, my house is over there. You can just see it over in the distance. But I love them because I can, the distance is far enough where I can read them inside the house, which is great. I can literally check all my hive temperatures from in the house. In the depth of winter, it's going to be a reassuring thing to look and see that there's temperature in the box. And I mean, you can't really go out and open the box, but at least if there's temperature, you know that things are going on inside there. So that's the first little part of technology that I absolutely love and am using. The second one I want to talk about is a new app that just came out for the iPhone called Bee Scanner. Now, what Bee Scanner does is actually takes your pictures of your foundation that you take. Each frame, you take like 6 pictures of each frame, each side. And then AI analyzes those pictures for varroa, foul brood. I guess it looks for your queen. I haven't had that work for me. It's all kind of, it's very new, and AI needs to learn, and in order for it to learn, it has to be used. And a lot of people will probably look at this program and say, oh, it doesn't work, or it didn't do this right, when in fact, in order for it to work right, it has to fail. Kind of just like beekeepers. Seems that failure is part of the learning curve. I've had some pretty big failures myself, particularly moving this hive onto the trailer last week by myself. I didn't really think that 2 deeps and a super were a lot of weight for me to carry. Well, yeah, they were. And so after I did that one, I was doing another one and I fell. My muscles just all of a sudden just turned off, and I literally fell. It was another hive that wasn't bolted together. It was strapped, but they weren't bolted, and what happened is, just being strapped, it allowed the boxes to slide offset, and It was late at night, 10 o'clock at night, and I had 500,000 bees that were some freaking pissed, let me tell you. But regardless, I love the technology that's coming. I wish I wasn't such an old guy, because in another 10 years, you're going to be able to go like this and look at the bees, and it's going to probably be able to tell you where that pollen's coming from, what kind of plant, just based on the color. And it's just amazing, absolutely amazing what technology has brought to life. I mean, I'm 60 years old. A lot of you may not realize that things have changed a lot in 60 years. When I was a kid, we didn't have air conditioning. Only very rich people had air conditioning. 90%, I lived in South Florida with no air conditioning. Let me tell you, it was hot. They all say global warming this, global warming that, but the globe was pretty damn warm when you lived in a concrete house with stucco walls and a cement floor. Times were different. No air conditioning. Had a party line on our phone. So when the phone rang, 4 or 5 people on the street could answer the phone. And you never knew who was listening either. So, yeah, things have come a long way technologically wise. And I've been here riding through it all, seeing it all, experiencing it all, and the wonderfulness of it. I mean, it's absolutely stunning to be able to walk around with a phone and watch color TV. I mean, in the woods, 50 miles from nowhere. This blows me away. But anyways, back to the beekeeping. The technology that's coming down the road to help bees and beekeepers in their endeavor to keep pollination and honey flowing, as well as venom. I'm learning that venom is going to be one of my biggest resources. I'm going to go into venom production. Well, they produce. I'm going to go into venom stealing from my bees very shortly here. I'm not going to collect any this fall, but come springtime after the buildup, venom collection is going to go full speed ahead, which will be interesting. The prices on venom are pretty high, and the collection methods are pretty easy and safe for your bees. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I'm excited to start that part of beekeeping for sure. But I guess that's pretty much it for now. Technology and beekeeping, just wow.